people love Glock, whether you like them or not. It's a love-hate relationship for a lot of people. The fact of the matter is that, they do run the majority of the market. And if they say jump, we say how high. I got 4 of your holsters. This is from Jamie Wofford. I got 4 of your holsters. Any word on making a holster for the Polymer 80 frame? No, Jamie. Not anytime soon. Polymer 80 is obviously it's a popular frame for many reasons, but a lot of people like them. It's basically it's kind of like the Glock 19. The only thing is that it's got very aggressive notches on it, or a rail system, and so because of that, it doesn't fit our holsters. The standard Glock has a rail kind of like this, right? And so, but the Polymer 80 has a more aggressive rail. So because of that, it doesn't fit. It won't fit our holsters. Will we ever make one? I don't know, Jamie. It's a good question. I don't have an answer to that. We'll see. It's not going to be anytime soon. But if we do decide to make one, it'll probably be sometime next year. We've got so much stuff going on. A lot of new releases from a lot of gun manufacturers, and a lot of releases on lights as well, with Surefire coming out with their new one, the TLR7, the TLR7A. That's been around for a while, but they came out with the A. Inforce came out with their new 1,000 lumens weapon light. And then we've got, these gun manufacturers coming out with slots for red dot sights on there. So, there's a lot of changes going on. We'll make a holster. As you guys know, Glock they own 66% of the market, and you can Google that. It's out there. Those are 2018 numbers. I don't know where they're at right now, but I'm assuming that it didn't shift that much. But they own 66% of the market. So when Glock does something like this is gonna take precedence over anything that's in queue. We're gonna have to bump this up. So if we're talking about Rugers, or if we're talking about an XDM, this is gonna have to kind of jump or cut in line and get in front of everyone, because this is gonna sell. This is gonna be Glock's new Glock 43X. I mean, why are you gonna buy one without the MOS and a rail on there? Why are you gonna buy that? It almost feels, antiquated. It's like, or antique-ish. Antique-ish, not antiquated. That's a note, right? So anyways, but it almost feels like old school now. You want this one now, and that's what people are gonna buy. And so slowly, I'm sure Glock is gonna move away from the Glock 43 without the rail. And so this is the new Glock 43, basically the new Glock 43X. I don't know if they have this for the Glock 43, but I do know they have it for the X and the Glock 48. So we have to make a holster for this. Again, Glock owns 66% of the market. The fact that I like Glock and Glock owns 66% of the market, that is it's not. I've always liked Glock, even before I knew that they own 66% of the market. And so, it's not something that I set out to, oh man, I used to be a 1911 guy, but now I'm a Glock guy. I've always been a Glock guy. And so the fact that Glock owns 66% of the market, we have to listen to them, and we have to make sure that if they offer a gun that is something that we can run on a daily basis, something that's concealable, then we have to pay attention, and we have to go out there and we have to purchase the gun. We have to 3D scan it, and we have to make a CAD out of it, and we have to do all that and build it, and then eventually make a holster for you guys, because that gun's gonna move. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's how the market speaks. And people love Glock, whether you like them or not. It's a love-hate relationship for a lot of people. The fact of the matter is that, they do run the majority of the market. And if they say jump, we say how high. And, that's just the way it is. So, yeah, I just wanted to be clear on that. The new Glock 43X and the 48, yeah, they're gonna get a holster. And it's gonna be fairly quick. Again, it's not gonna be next week or anything like that. It takes time with our process, but we're hoping sometime next year, early next year, or maybe late this year. We'll see. Again, don't hold us to us, guys, or don't hold us to it. A lot of things happen, and so it is what it is. But you know, we're gonna try because there's a market out there for it, and we need to jump in and get it done. And there's a huge market for it. I know you guys are gonna say, well, there's a market also for a Sphinx, or there's also a market for the CZP-01. Yeah, there is, but you can't compare it to, you know, a Glock Market, especially the 43X. I mean, those guns are super hot right now. Single stack, concealed carry guns, they're super hot right now. And so that's where it's at. And I don't even want to say single stack because, you know, then you get into the whole, you know, is it really single stack or is it staggered? But you guys know what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, the Polymer 80, maybe, but it's gonna, if it does, it's gonna have to fall behind everything else that we have. So, yeah, it is what it is. Sorry, man, I'm covering the whole camera here on my iPhone.